I'm here outside Michener Library, one of the University of Northern Colorado's most recognizable and most popular buildings on campus. Hundreds of students, teachers, and community members rely on Michener daily, and they've done so for roughly 40 years.
Michener Library is actually the third site for the main library at UNC. The UNC Library began as a single classroom in Cranford Hall, which has since then been demolished. Its next location was Carter Hall, and eventually, in 1971, the current Michener Library building was created, and the rest is history. The Michener Library collection encompasses approximately 1.5 million items. That's books, periodicals, government documents, movies, and a variety of other formats of information. You can find a book on almost any subject in the world. The library is so big that 48 employees work more than 95 hours every week to keep it running smoothly.
Many students rely on the library every day, but how much do they know about the man who this library is named after?
What do you know about James A. Michener?
I don't know much about James A. Michener.
I know that James A. Michener wrote a book called Poland.
I know that the library is named after him.
Let's see. And it's about Poland.
I don't really know anything about James Michener, and that's about it.
Seems like the students only know a little bit about James Michener. Let's take a more in-depth look at the man behind the monument.
James Albert Michener was one of the most revered American authors of all time. James never knew his biological parents or where he was born, but he was raised in Pennsylvania by his adoptive mother, Mabel Michener, in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. James Michener attended Swarthmore College as an undergraduate and eventually ended up in Greeley, Colorado at the University of Northern Colorado, then called the Colorado State Teachers College. James received his master's degree at UNC and continued to teach there for years afterwards. During World War II, James joined the Navy, which would eventually become his inspiration for writing Tales of the South Pacific in 1947, his most famous work. Tales of the South Pacific even won a Pulitzer Prize in 1948. Throughout his life, James Michener wrote more than 50 books. Many of them were made into movies or miniseries, and 2 of his novels were turned into musicals. Michener ran for Congress in 1962, and he held high positions on other notable committees including the Pennsylvania Constitutional Convention, the U.S. Postal Service Stamp Committee, and an advisory position for NASA. James Albert Michener died at the age of 90 on October 16, 1997, but his legacy will live forever through Michener Library. The James A. Michener collection was created in 1978 when Michener donated 37 linear feet of his papers to the University of Northern Colorado. And shortly before his death, James designated the University of Northern Colorado the home of the bulk of his writing and publishing legacy. The Michener collection now consists of nearly 900 linear feet of his materials.